A look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here we go. Right to the air is Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On 2, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he's now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Whoa.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Flush to his right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now Burrow. We're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The slot man in motion right.
11.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
11.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23. 21-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And they go play action now, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it from the... Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now Wilson on first down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Brandon Jones picking it off. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's another first down. 1st and 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cruz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cruz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, a quick throw, knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first and 10, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 35, back to work on second and 4. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, 0-0.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
On 1, ready?
At just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So, my goodness, I would have thought this... Turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Got him in open. It's Chase. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They go play action here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow. Connecting on the outlet here with Higgins. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
11 MT.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Thomas. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st down, here's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an outside player out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Looking to throw. Skaggs. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. short on the goal line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Skaggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Christian Kirk from a yard out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here's Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. 11. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they